Hello and welcome to Niger Infusions. Today I'm going to show you how I prepare this Banga Jollof rice. I have another recipe on my page that you could have a look at. The method are both different, the ingredients are a little bit different, so if you want to go have a look at that, please feel free to. So in a pan I added a little bit of oil, as you can see, not a lot of oil. Remember the palm kernel is oil already, so we want to reduce the amount of oil going into the meal. Then the next thing, I added crayfish. I added crayfish into the pan, and just to let it fry a bit, then I added iru into the oil. Oh my god, iru smells so lovely, but please wash the iru before you use it, because sometimes it contains dirt and sand and all that, so give it a good wash. Okay, it won't lose this flavor, the flavor will still be there, but you just want to rinse it out and simmer it and sieve it out. Then next I added some peppers, which I blended in the blender. I just blended it roughly, not too smooth. Okay, you don't want it too smooth, but you can have it smooth. Either way is up to you, but I wanted it not too smooth, and that way just went in and I gave it a nice swell in a pot like this. Mix it all off for that greatness. Then I added blended onions. This was just one onions, and the chili I used was about I think about 6 or so, because I wanted it spicy. So Yoruba girl, typical Yoruba girl thing. So then I added the banga paste. This banga paste is a leftover from one I used previously to prepare the other banga jollof rice, and I had the leftover. I just put in a container and put it in the freezer. You use it within 3 months, it's absolutely fine. And then I added hot water into the container just to get rid of to get the remaining juice out. You don't need to throw the container away without cleaning it. Listen, this is how our grandfather did it, so we have to do it that way. Okay, it's called saving. Then next thing, I poured hot water into the pan. Whenever you're cooking rice, you're cooking pasta, you're cooking indomie, you're cooking egg, yam, potatoes, always start with hot water, is important. Then next I added banga spice. You see, I even rinsed the spoon of that banga spice. Then I added some stock seasoning cube, just enough at the moment. You don't want to add too much at the very beginning. Then if you need more down the road, add it. Then next I added a little bit of salt just to even everything out, just for that extra niceness, yumminess, gooiness, commoness, whatever ness it was, but it was goodness. Then next I added 1 kilogram of rice, which I already pre-washed with hot water. So wash your rice with hot water or warm water, absolutely fine. Don't do cold water then pour it into a hot liquid. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It's not practical. Now you just want to give it a good twirl. My pot is actually a very good quality pot. I'm going to put a link to buy this pot on YouTube, so if you want to buy the pot, go use the link there. Feel free to go use the link on YouTube. Next thing, I added more hot water. Okay, you just want the water a little bit above. You don't want it too much, you just want above. The next I added some dry fish, which I already parboiled before. I don't like to just take the fish from the Sella and just straight inside my food. It's common sense. Give it a little bit of hot water for a few minutes to soak in water, or just give it a good boiling, just to get rid of that too much woody, smelly, and those touchy hand and all that stuff. Don't just risk it. Then next I cover with foil. The reason I cover with foil is because I wanted it to smoke up, and I wanted to use less water, but I wanted it to cook well and come out really nice and really grainy. The rice I use is golden Sella basmati rice, which you can buy anywhere. Listen, any brand is fine. Then at some point I took up the lid and the foil and added a little bit more water. Then at some point I opened again and I just mixed the side, just to get those edges, everything coming together. Listen, everything was just working together for the good of this jollof rice. Then next I added the remaining animal kingdom to serenade the whole thing, and then I gave it a good mix. You just want to mix everything up. The meat is pre-cooked and pre-grilled already. I always grill my meat. I prefer grilled meat. I don't fry meat. There's no reason for me to be frying meat, so the food is unhealthy anyway at this point. But we don't want to add more calories into the meal, so by frying again, so I sort of just grill my own meat. And next what I did was just place the foil back on top of the rice to simmer further without no water. I didn't add no water. I just covered it and put the foil, and then just put the lid back onto there for a few more minutes, so that the rice can soak up the flavor of the banga spice and everything was looking so fantabulous-tastically, if that is a word. I don't know if that. Then what I did next was add some chopped spinach, which I had in the fridge, which is washed down and everything is absolutely clean, it's washed, and I just mix it into the rice. Everything was not looking very nourishing, very healthy, very nice, very delicious, very gorgeous, very beautiful. It's just gonna mix them all up. You get what I'm saying? Look at how beautiful. It will take you a little bit of time to mix in because my pot is about 3 liters, so it's not really extremely that big, but it's wide enough for what I needed it for. And this was the end result. This rice tasted absolutely fantastic, beautiful, nice. Thank you so much for always chilling with me. Remember to leave recommendation and I'll try and fulfill them. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.